The realization of her actions hit her like a sledgehammer, leaving her reeling with regret. In a somber ceremony steeped in tradition, the villagers resolved to silence Nkechi's deceitful tongue once and for all. In the heart of a vibrant African village, nestled between rolling hills and lush greenery, lived a young woman named Nkechi. At 30, she possessed a beauty that captivated all who beheld her, but behind her charming facade lay a tongue that wagged incessantly, spreading rumors and gossip like wildfire. Nkechi thrived on the latest whispers and scandals, eagerly sharing them with anyone who would listen. Her sharp wit and silver tongue made her the life of every gathering, but little did she know that her penchant for gossip would soon unleash a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. It began innocently enough, with a casual conversation at the village marketplace. Nkechi overheard snippets of a heated exchange between two villagers from the neighboring village. Without hesitation, she embellished the tale, weaving a web of lies that painted the neighboring village as a hotbed of treachery and deceit. Her words spread like wildfire, fueling simmering tensions between the two villages until they erupted into a full-blown war. Lives were lost, homes destroyed, and families torn apart by the senseless violence, all because of Nkechi's careless gossip. As the dust settled and the true extent of the devastation became clear, the villagers turned their wrath towards the one responsible for their suffering, Nkechi. They gathered in the village square, their eyes burning with righteous fury as they demanded justice for the lives lost. With trembling hands and tear-streaked cheeks, Nkechi stood before her accusers, her once confident demeanor crumbling under the weight of guilt and shame. The realization of her actions hit her like a sledgehammer, leaving her reeling with regret. In a somber ceremony steeped in tradition, the villagers resolved to silence Nkechi's deceitful tongue once and for all. They bound her hands and feet, dragging her to the ancient baobab tree at the edge of the village, the tree of justice, where the fate of the guilty was decided. Under the watchful gaze of the entire village, they prepared to carry out their judgment. But as they reached for her tongue, a voice cried out from the crowd, pleading for mercy. It was Nkechi's mother, her eyes filled with anguish and despair. She begged the villagers to spare her daughter's life, to show her the forgiveness and compassion she so desperately needed. For though Nkechi's words had caused untold suffering, she was still their daughter, a flawed and imperfect soul in need of redemption. The villagers wavered, torn between their desire for vengeance and their capacity for forgiveness. As Nkechi stood beneath the ancient baobab tree, spared from the cruel fate that awaited her, a profound sense of gratitude washed over her. She realized that she had been given a second chance, a chance to atone for her sins and make amends for the pain she had caused. With tears streaming down her face, Nkechi fell to her knees, her heart heavy with remorse. She begged for forgiveness, both from the villagers she had wronged and from herself. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village square, Nkechi made a solemn vow to change her ways and seek redemption. In the days that followed, Nkechi embarked on a journey of self-discovery and reflection. She sought out those she had harmed, offering heartfelt apologies and gestures of reconciliation. She dedicated herself to serving her community, using her voice not to spread gossip and discord, but to uplift and inspire those around her. Slowly but surely, the wounds inflicted by Nkechi's lies began to heal, replaced by a newfound sense of unity and understanding. The villagers, once divided by mistrust and resentment, came together in a spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation, determined to build a brighter future for generations to come. And as time passed, Nkechi's name became synonymous not with deceit and betrayal, but with compassion and integrity. She became a beacon of hope for those who had lost their way, a living testament to the transformative power of redemption and forgiveness. In the end, Nkechi learned a valuable lesson, one that would stay with her for the rest of her days. She learned that words have the power to heal or to harm, to build bridges or to tear them down. And she vowed to always use her voice with wisdom and kindness, knowing that the true measure of a person lies not in the words they speak, but in the actions they take to make amends for their mistakes.